Oh, there we are. 1 gin and tonic as requested. Gone are the days when ladies confine themselves to a baby sham or a port and lemon, aren't they? More our parents' generation, I suppose. Are you sure you don't want anything to eat? Not even a bag of crisps? All right, fine. I can't tempt you with some pork scratchings? It's just my little joke. I'm not actually quite sure what they are, to be honest. Oh, I see you've printed out my profile. Oh dear, let's hope I didn't say anything too incriminating. I walked round this evening because I live quite near, but yes, I do have a car. My pride and joy, actually. Mum says I lavish more care on my motor than I do on my mother. It's just a bit of fun. I notice she doesn't complain, mind you, when I take her out for a little run in the car on Sundays, if the weather's fine. Somewhere pretty, finish up with a cream tea or sometimes a nice roast if it's early enough. I did mention that I like to travel because we used to go on coach holidays once or twice a year, but Mum can't manage too far these days. We're lucky that there are so many lovely places to visit round here. I did put in my profile that I'm divorced, so there's no misunderstanding. Yeah, the marriage didn't last long, sadly, only a couple of years. We got a nice little house just a few doors down from Mum, so that I could pop in on my way to and from work each day to keep an eye on her. I think that began to irritate Joan a bit, actually. Not that she ever said anything. She joined a drama group, started spending more and more evenings at rehearsals, and we sort of drifted apart. We're at home less and less together. Not too acrimonious a split in the end, thank goodness. We just went our separate ways. Sold the house. That's when I moved back with Mother. Oh, I didn't mention that? Well, I got married rather late in life, I suppose. Probably a bit too set in my ways by then, looking back. Oh, perhaps I should have said that. It's something I'll have to work on. I still see Joan around town occasionally. She remarried a while ago. As it happens, it worked out quite well because Mum was getting to a stage when she needed help around the house. She's not very mobile anymore. No, we didn't have any children. There wasn't time. Shame, really. Mum would have loved grandchildren. But probably for the best. They always suffer in a divorce, don't they? So what are my main interests? Well, as I wrote there, I do have an active lifestyle. I play bowls for my local club. I usually go down a couple of times a week, even if there's not a match. Just for a practice and a chat, you know. It's social as much as anything. Gets me out of the house, mixing with other people. They're a nice bunch. Then I try and go for a walk once a day, even if it's just to the local shops, get out of the office at lunchtime to stretch my legs. There's a park nearby where I sit and eat my sandwiches if it's fine. It doesn't quite equal your Pennine Way or Mount Kilimanjaro, I realise, but who knows, one day. Yes, Mother's fine with me dating again. I think she'd love another woman to gossip with. Someone nice, of course, who fitted into our rather quiet way of life. Someone like you, perhaps. No, sorry. Too much for a first date. I forget I said that. But Mum recognises that a man has his needs and can't be tied to his mother's apron strings all his life. Would you care for another drink? Oh, I didn't realise you had to go so early, or I wouldn't have rabbited on. What must you think of me, chatterbox? Would you like to meet up again? Or we could go for a meal next time, perhaps, when you're not in such a rush. Oh, yes, by all means, phone me. You have my number? Of course. Silly of me. Yes, it was lovely to meet you too. Really lovely. Bye.